Hey, you're Eorzean, right? An adventurer, maybe. Good at killing and whatnot. Me. Oh, I'm no good at it. I mean, other than the occasional rat, but, I've got a job for you, if you're interested. So there's this Miqo'te girl, this incredible, beautiful, wonderful girl, in this tavern, right? Come all the way from Eorzea like you and me. So beautiful, this girl. So beautiful. But in this weird, strange place where people are bowing all the time and getting on the ground and tucking their legs under them, a young girl traveling by herself is in danger. Some bad people could trick her and take her and make her do, things. Anyway, get in there and keep her safe. I'll be watching.
Yes, I can be of service to you, my lady. I have seen this gentlemanly Eorzean you seek, yes. And I should be glad to take you to him, if you like.
You are ever so kind and helpful, Mr. Talking Cat.
Catfish, to be precise, though I care not for the Eorzean. I am Gyodo, a Namazu. And the services I provide are not free, I am sorry to say. Nor are they cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay?
Oh dear, I spent my last gil on the fare to Kugane. Is there any other way I can convince you to help? Cor, if it isn't K'nekotein. Don't tell me you came all this way just to help little ol' me? You see, when Inspector Hildibrand took to the skies, I said, Nashu, you'd better not let him get away this time, and immediately began looking for ways to head as far east as I could, and you can't get much further east than the Far East, right? I was worried I wouldn't be able to find him, but wouldn't you know it, Gyoza the talking Numa here says he knows where he is.
Careful, this one knows our game. Escaping her wrath is going to take all our skills. I say, there is no need for such menacing glares. None whatsoever. 1,000 pardons, my lady, but I had no idea you were traveling with such esteemed company. Forget everything I said regarding the fee. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a pressing engagement. Very pressing indeed.
Wait. You haven't told me where the inspector is yet. Huh? Little Gyoza was trying to swindle me? Oh Nashu, you ought to know better than to trust a talking cat. I asked lots and lots of other people if they'd seen a gentlemanly Eorzean, but none of them were any help. Oh, Inspector Hildibrand, wherever could you be? Yes, he does have a habit of landing head first, doesn't he? Hopefully we won't need Lord Godbert's help to pull him out again. Ah, that's it. If the inspector's always on the hunt for a case, then all we've got to do is find the biggest, juiciest one we can, and wait for him to appear. Let's go and see what trouble we can turn up, eh? This way.
Unsolved crimes. It so happens that a number of properties owned by wealthy merchants have been pillaged this past fortnight. Master Akabano's shop in the Rakosa district was the most recent, as I recall. But you may be assured that the Sekizigami will track down the thief in due time.
Ah, Shirogane. One day I'll wake up to your pristine white sands.
HN. All right, you've got me, Miss Samurai. But before you do anything rash like arrest or torture or chop me into tiny little bits with that sword of yours, know that I never touched her. I mean, I never even had the chance. I'm sorry. Oh. You're that Eorzean adventurer. I thought you looked familiar. Phew. For a moment there, I thought I was done for. Those Sekizigami don't mess about, all cut first and ask questions later, you know. No romance in their hearts. They wouldn't understand. So it's not just crimes, but big, incredible crimes you want to know about. Incidents the likes of which send ripples through time and space, through fate and destiny. It was 5 years ago, or maybe it was last week. I'm not so good with time lately. Anyway. There I was, walking Uldar's bustling streets, when the sea parts and my eyes meet with those of a maiden most fair, and she stole my heart. It was like 2 grains of sand in the desert looking at each other, and one of those grains knowing that it was destined to spend the rest of its life with the other grain, 'cause she had this whole sultry scribe thing that made him so, Ever since that day I've watched over her from afar. A silent guardian. A humble protector. Some might think me mad or call me a coward for refusing to speak with her, but they are fools, I say. True love is not the product of clumsy banter but careful study. Years and years of observation, of obsession. Until you know her better than she knows herself. Perhaps, when the time is right, I shall reveal myself to her. But until that blessed day, I shall aid her from the shadows, and you, my friend, will aid her in the light.
I bet this town's crawling with all kinds of shifty folks up to no good. Come on, you lot. Show yourselves.
Dastardly doings and purported instances of criminal behavior? This is Kugane, my dear. We've no shortage of that here. But, since you ask, the story on everyone's lips at the Bakaizen these days is that of the wealthiest among us and how they are being preyed upon by some sneak thief. Perhaps they should invest in better locks.
Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? A series of robberies committed by a mysterious thief? Oh, that's just the thing. Well done, K'nekotein. Our next order of business should be to track down this Akabano and ask him about the latest incident. He certainly looks like a well-to-do merchant.
That fiend, that despicable rapscallion. The nerve of him to make mock of us. My thanks to you, Master Akabano, for all your help. I swear to you on my honor that this sneak thief shall be brought to justice forthwith. And with that, I bid you good day.
Ah, so it is Akabano. Let's go and ask him about the robbery. Ah.
Forgive me, my lady. In my haste, I did not see you. Are you all right? Shall I summon a healer?
Don't worry, I've taken bigger knocks to the noggin than that. Hey, you aren't one of them samurai, are you?
Shiger, at your service, my lady. You have my sincerest apologies for this incident. Much as I would like to make amends for my reckless behavior, I fear duty compels me to take my leave. A nefarious criminal is at large, and I must bring him to justice.
Oh, that's all we need, competition. Well, I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand and his faithful assistants won't lose to the likes of him. That merchant must know something important for Shiger to go running off like that. Let's find out what it is. Greetings and salutations, Master Akabano. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries. Extraordinary Inspector. And this is K'nekotein, who's also got a knack for it. Can you tell us about the recent robbery?
Inspectors. I had heard rumors that ones such as you were come from the west. You seem an honest sort, so I will oblige your request. This very morning, one of my assistants found my establishment unlocked, and when he went inside to investigate, he discovered that my most prized possessions had been stolen. To make matters worse, in their place he found this message.
You have just been robbed by the Kugane wolf burglar?
Wolf burglar?
Surely you have heard about his recent exploits. Similar calling cards were found at the scene of the other robberies. And now I too have become a victim.
A series of robberies committed by a thief with a calling card? Oh, there's no way Inspector Hildibrand's going to be able to resist the lure of this case.
I thought the two of you were inspectors, but it makes no difference to me who catches the criminal, and since the Sekai Shigumi seem to be at a loss, you will be generously rewarded for any information that leads to the recovery of my stolen property. I wish you well in your investigation.
All we've got to do now is stick with this case, and we'll be reunited with Inspector Hildibrand, I just know it. Call it my keen inspector's assistant sense. Anyway, I'm going to try and learn more about the other robberies. If you learn anything interesting, come and find me. It's been too long since I've had a chance to whip up a batch of Nashu's delights. You can be sure I'll be putting these little darlings to good use next time. Oh, bugger. Good thing I've got plenty more stashed away.